Dry County is the worst life.
It's basically...
I can't even imagine.
It's a lot of...
the weird thing about Wiggins was... is Wiggins, where I'm from, it was a dry county but a wet city. So you could buy beer from gas stations and stuff like that, but you couldn't buy hard liquor. So you had to go out of the county to get shit, whatever.
There's some shit like that in like Utah or Colorado or something where you have to like drive out of state to get hard liquor.
Yeah.
I forget what it is, but it's like you have to...
Every state's got some weird laws. When I went to Utah, they had a law.
Is it that one? I think
Utah was really weird. It was like the beers couldn't be more than a certain percentage.
Yeah,
so like when we went to Sundance,
that's what I'm thinking.
We were drinking drank so many fucking beers. It was sponsored free beers. Drinking so many beers, we're like, dude, what the fuck's going on? It's like I'm drinking apple juice. It's like bizarre.
So
then we switched. Then we switched to hard alcohol and like. Then it was people are a little looser with that.
It's all good.
Then you saw it fade.
But like a dry county just seems bizarre. Like.
I know.
So what happens if do they fuck with you? Like what if you
can go to like jail? I think
it's go to jail.
Yeah. If you get pulled over with some booze. Probably.
The main thing about the dry county is you can't buy and sell liquor. You can have it in your house. Like if you go and buy it, you can have
bring it back.
But you can't you can't buy and sell it. So that's the big deal with it. And then finally they made it a wet county, so we can.
Nice.
Get all kinds of shit.
Wiggins turn up.
Might have to move back now.
Turn up.
Go back in the city.
Population 300.
Just about time to move back to what is it called?
Wiggins. Yeah.
That's you can't that is such a South name.
Yeah, you can't make that up.
Moving back to Wiggins.
Move back to Wiggins.
Wiggins.
Chief Wiggum.
Dude. Population 300.
But we're both in the South.
Everybody know everybody.
Yeah. But you're from
Boston. So they're all banking on you right now.
Oh,
they're like Drew's in Hollywood.
This dude can go back and like run the town. He wants to.
I saw on one of the other episodes that you were the prom king. Congratulations on that.
Prom king, not just that.
I hope it wasn't like the joke prom king one.
No,
like where they vote like.
No, dude, I saw the crown.
I saw the
weird
crown.
Dude,
like.
Oh yeah. I know what you're getting at, but no.
That's what DeWitt kept like. How the fuck were you prom king? No,
he's probably jealous.
How the fuck were you prom king, man?
How the fuck were you the fucking prom king?
I was really popular in high school. I was weird though. I was a theater geek and like did all that shit. But like when I came to Wiggins, I was the cool kid because the first friend that I had was the most popular kid. So I kind of like got grandfathered into being in the cool.
I seen
the way to play that off, dude.
Hey, I did. I kept it.
My brother was a theater kid, and he was the prom king.
Nice.
Of his class. So
see, I don't even know.
That must be a thing. Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know like the politics behind high school like decisions or whatever, but like I like to think that I was cool to everybody. I like to whatever.
Yeah. What was your like?
I mean, it wasn't a big high school. It was probably my class was probably like 100 or something. In the high school 300.
My high school class was more than 300.
Yeah. Mine was like
graduating. Yeah. Graduating.
Mine was like almost 700.
Yeah, we had like 700 original kids, but like only 300 would graduate.
Yeah.
Ours, we had like 1,000 and like 700 graduated.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Where did you go to school?
Dude, we had like a panorama.
Memphis. Oh, so you're in the city?
I went to Bolton.
Is that in the city?
Bolton. No, it's like out in the fucking country. But it's like
They bring all the counties in.
It's it's like this one thing where like if you're in this like their borderline thing for which school you're gonna go to is really weird. So like our school was like 25 minutes away. Like we had to drive for that shit.
That sucks.
But basically, Memphis is racist, and they separated everything. So like inner city was like this and like that. It was like like all the county kids. And like,
but that's not going over very well these days.
It's not. In fact, like I mean, if you want to know a little Memphis politics, they actually did away with that now. And like, so all the city kids have to come in, and like all the county kids have to come in to all the other schools. So
we had a thing called School of Choice. Yeah. So like we were surrounded by some shitty neighborhoods and like some shitty towns.
Nice.
So like if the kids that went to like Lawrence, which was a very shitty town, it's like the worst. It's like the most like kind of ghetto town in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
If you went to that school, you could be like, I don't feel safe here. I don't want to go here. I don't want to learn. I don't feel like I'll get the proper education. It's probably the better way to put it.
Basically, if you're
but they could be like, I want to go to Haverhill, or I want to go to Methuen. They're like, they could choose. Like the schools surrounding us, everyone could choose.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which was weird. So like people could in and out.
Yeah. But I mean,
that's super weird, man. No, we had like a fuck ton of people. Like our class picture was a fucking panorama. Like literally were like, all right, hold this pose for 10 seconds, and they're like, like I have it tucked away.
Like some people's pictures are like half.
Dude, I'm chilling like in this one side, and like the shit. I swear to God, the picture's this fucking long. Like it's like ridiculous. We're in bleachers.
Ours was a cube. We like did. We spelled out like HHS in it.
Oh, really? If we spelled out fucking BHS, then it would be. We'd have to spell.
You see it from space.
Yeah, dude, you'd be.
I was from South Mississippi. We didn't know what pictures were back then.
Dude, you
we just wrote our names.
They're like, everybody stay still for 40 seconds.
Write your name.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Hotel. But
I feel like you guys need like a buzzer. I feel like you guys need like a buzzer, or a bell, or something. To switch to
we do need to switch it up.
Like next.
So what day is it? It's fucking.
We all work. We clearly work freelance because none of us know what day it is.
That's true.
We're like, what day is
actually,
it?
it's Pearl Harbor Day, I think.
It's
Pearl Harbor Day.
7th.
So So it's my grandpa's birthday. So happy birthday to
happy birthday, Grandpa.
Hey, cheers, Grandpa.
Boom. Yeah, cheese, Grandpa. Fuck, that's not my beer.
Did you say cheese too? I thought you say cheers.
He did say cheese. Cheese, Grandpa.
Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys.
Like he's gonna take a picture. All right, Grandpa, say cheese.
All right.
Anyway, but you're from Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
I was born in New York. I almost wore my Yankees hat.
We're in New York.
With you.
Ooh.
Oh damn, he's repping hard.
He's repping to Boston.
We're in New York.
Long Island.
Oh. Okay,
but I grew up in Memphis, so I don't. I mean, I have family there, but I don't rep it hard. As hard as they should.
And I think Rob and I went out with our girls the other during close to Halloween, and we talked about like what was like the difference of growing up because your girl's from.
She's from Pittsburgh.
Oh, nice.
So like, I don't know. There's definitely a lot of difference between the South and like that area up east.
Oh, for sure.
So like, so tell us a little bit about Boston. Like, what was it like? I don't know, growing up in Boston.
Probably the biggest difference is probably the seasons. At the end of the day,
you
know, like you guys don't experience the seasons. Like that's what I fucking miss. Like right now, it's like what is today? December 7th. I miss the snow. I miss the autumn, the fall. I miss that cold weather like that I don't get out here. I miss that. I mean, the people were cool and stuff, and like there's a lot of good people out there. I've got a ton of family out there. It's just a different vibe, you know. Like I meet so many people from the South, like out here, like a lot of people from the South. Like RJ considers himself from the South. DeWitt, that was on one of your other episodes.
He's Virginia. Wait, was it?
He's from North Carolina.
North Carolina, that's right.
He would kill you if you said if you watched.
Sorry. Don't.
Who's RJ?
RJ co-created Going Pro with.
Yeah.
That him and DeWitt were in. I always felt like I could be a good Southerner. Like I feel like maybe in a past life. I don't know if you guys believe in like past lives or not.
Dude,
I don't know if I believe in it or not, but like if I did have a past life, I feel like I live in the South. You know, it's somehow about like trying to be like
what's create your past life right now?
All right,
what did you do?
You live in the South.
Let's say
something feels like
what's the state?
Georgia.
Let's start with the state.
I want to say like
base mode.
I want to say like I was on the coast.
All right, so it's
on the coast,
Georgia,
like,
Mississippi.
Maybe I want to say somewhere in
Gulf,
Georgia.
maybe?
I want to say somewhere in Georgia.
I mean, Alabama.
Oh, okay.
Georgia.
Like southern
all right, we're
Georgia.
gonna hit Georgia or Georgia feel.
Either Georgia or like maybe even go that other half, like the Alabama, Louisiana.
Oh shit. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I always felt like the gentleman thing is like something that I always really feel strongly about. I always try to be like, you know.
So you're wearing a suit.
I try to be very like suit.
I'm
all about
You're
iced tea.
I
fucking love iced tea.
You fucking love that shit.
I would have a porch. I would have a wraparound porch
with the
fans.
ice.
With the fans, I would import the ice. The fans. I'm big on the fans.
Big on the fans.
I'd be sitting on the porch a lot.
At this point, you probably have someone feigning you. I was gonna say.
Well, yeah. What year is this? You're like,
this is post
slavery.
The bad years.
Okay.
Because I'm not about that life. I mean, I'm saying like
you're not a Confederate.
I'm about the. I'm from the North, buddy. I would have been a Union guy. Yeah. I mean, there were guys from the South that supported the.
The
Union.
So you had the first electric fan on your property in the area.
Yeah.
And then and you imported ice.
So obviously, I was good friends with Thomas Edison or something like that.
Of
He got me
course,
the electric
you were
bike.
obviously a learned man.
Yeah.
You imported ice, which is very expensive in the day.
It's-
So you're a wealthy man.
Mm-hmm. Very wealthy.
Because you
Probably
blood at ice.
Very
And
wealthy. It's family money.
it
I
would
didn't
be-
really do anything.
It
I
wasn't.
just kind of like
Okay.
Yeah, because it
Okay.
wouldn't be
Into it.
it wouldn't be industry, it'd be agriculture. If you're wealthy back in that time, it's agriculture.
Yeah.
So you got a
Probably had a
plantation.
cornfield.
You got either
I'm just gonna
corn,
say
cotton.
cornfield.
Yeah, I
you
like
got-
corn. I
yeah.
like cornbread.
So there you go.
Alright. Cornfield then.
Well, that one thing we talk about in the South is like we're big in the family. Like there's a lot. Like I don't know if that's another thing that you're. Yeah, I know. Like you had. If you
We
have a
have
big
big
family.
fam. We have big
Northern.
family up there too. Like,
Yeah.
we're all about it. Like
How big is your family?
I have a big family. My dad's side, he had 5 brothers and sisters. My mom had 3. So like, and I'm really, really close with all my cousins too.
Yeah.
Like really,
Same
really
boat,
close.
bro.
Like really tight with them. Like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
my one cousin is in San Diego right now, but the rest of them are all back in
East.
Massachusetts. The other ones are in upstate New York.
Yeah.
One's in Maine. Like
Shout out to Rob's cousins.
yeah, shout out to my
Shout out.
cousins. Like
My
they're
cousins too. Fuck.
we're all about that close life. That's what sucks. That's what sucks is like that you're not going home for Christmas. It's like don't get to see the family.
Yeah.
See the whole
Do
thing. It's
your family still like all do one thing, like go
well,
to one house or
it's
something?
it's you know how
Mine
it is
used
like
to
the
do that in the
father
day.
mother sides do different things.
Oh,
So
okay.
like my father's side, like we live closer to each other, so we do more stuff. Like my mom does
cool,
Thanksgiving.
cool.
My mom and dad do Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
My aunt and uncle do Christmas. But
That's
like
cool,
now
yeah.
my other cousin Allie just bought a fucking house, a huge house like in New Hampshire. So that's where Christmas is gonna be this year.
Stacks.
But I'm
Yeah.
missing that. So
Yeah, nice, dude.
yeah.
That's how it used to be for me, actually. My dad's one of 9, my mom's one of 7.
That's
That's a
big.
big
That's I
fucking
mean that's
family,
bigger than
bro.
what we were playing.
Yeah.
with, you know?
Yeah, and I think I have like 30 cousins or something.
You have 30 cousins.
Yeah, I think
Big
so,
family.
dude.
How do you even keep track of that?
Dude,
like you're
actually,
like
I don't.
agreeing
You
with me
don't.
when I'm like, oh, we're really close. Like
literally on record, I've literally not met some of them.
wow.
Yeah. That's
You have like the
Literally.
cousins. You have like the cousins that are like
Like we're
old, like way older than you,
Yes.
and like way younger than
yes.
you.
Mhm.
Like my oldest cousin's like 36, maybe. I'm 28. So
Okay.
and then my youngest cousin is probably like 10 years
think-
younger than me.
I think-
probably
the
at
weird.
least
Yeah.
like a full decade. Like, but I've
30
never met
fucking
them.
cousins,
But it's kind
dude.
of rad because we're like Facebook friends, but I've never met the
Yeah.
dudes.
I mean, I'm Facebook friends with
Same.
other, like distant relatives that have share the same last name as me that I have never met, but like we're
Yeah.
friends on Facebook.
Yeah. I think
That's
the,
the Facebook game.
It's like you send them a fucking invite for shit, but it's like you know they're not coming. So like you'd be like,
Yeah.
I
oh,
don't
what's
even
up?
mess
Well,
with
it's
that,
nice
yeah.
to meet you.
yeah.
Like, nah, it's
it
not a
almost
good
would be
icebreaker.
awkward, you know? It's almost
I
like
know it
dude.
is. It is kind of awkward. I think
Yeah,
the weird
awkward.
thing about like, I guess the reason why I feel like I have such a big family is because all of my since I'm from the South, all my family's from the South. They've always been from the South. You know,
Yeah,
like so.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
like
But you have
They're
like,
all
half brothers and all sorts of
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Well, there's that too. But like the blood relatives are all just sprinkled around one area.
Mhm.
So it's just like okay, 'cause, like I moved to Memphis, and when I moved
Yeah,
to Memphis,
Memphis there?
I had cousins that I didn't even know lived there. I had aunts that lived there, whatever. West
Yeah.
Memphis and Arkansas,
Yeah.
like Tupelo, in
That's
Mississippi.
shady
so
for the
it's-
dating scene, though.
It
If you have
Oh,
30 cousins,
bro.
all of a sudden, like,
That's why
you
the
don't
South
even know
gets
they're in
fucked up,
town.
though.
Yes.
That's why the South
that's
gets
that's
that
why we
makes
get that's
sense.
why we get the
It all makes sense now.
Yeah, it's,
I-
it's not like intentional. Like you're just like, oh shit, I'm dating my cousin.
No, for real. I'm
Huh.
gonna tell you this real quick story.
Didn't happen to me though. So
This
you
is
know,
awkward.
this guy though.
You see each
I don't
other at
know.
the same party, you're like, this
You
is
look
a family
familiar,
party.
but oh shit.
I met this girl.
Like
in
you're at the
Memphis.
reunion, you're like, damn, I might have hit that.
I gotta tell you- I gotta tell you
last
this
week.
story.
Oh,
Oh
no,
my God,
please
no.
don't.
Well, my brother did date my sister.
That's
my
true.
thing.
That's true.
That's my thing.
Don't.
This has gone deep
Oh,
south.
shit.
This has gone deep south.
No.
What?
I'm gonna just say.
Wow, that was an
Anyway.
aggressive
Well,
comment.
yeah, it was
I
real
didn't
aggressive.
even-
Fuck you.
I didn't even read it.
Mm.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to read it. No, the short of that is that my step brother dated my half sister on my dad's side, so my step brother from. So what they weren't really related. They
Was
weren't
it
really
knowing?
They were trying to
Like,
connect
was
that,
it-
listeners.
Was it knowingly or was it like
yeah,
a
they knew.
mistake?
No,
They
not
knew.
at first, right? Not
No,
at first, right?
no.
You told me this way long time.
Time. They're not related at all. The
This
only
is some
connection they
flower in the
have.
attic
It's
bullshit.
your mom and their dad.
It's
or-
my stepdad's son dating my dad's daughter. So they have no
It's
connection,
not
no
related
blood.
at all.
They have no blood or whatever. But it's still
it's like
fucked up.
if your
The only
mom
people
is
that
still
it's weird for
sounds.
is me.
It still
It's
sounds.
so weird.
I could say
Yeah.
my brother did my sister was weird. But no, I dated this girl. Miff was the first girl that you met that I was dating.
We're not ever gonna talk about her.
Yeah, don't worry.
She
But
sounds nice.
I'll tell you about her in a minute.
yeah, well, after you got that. But she, I met her grandparents, and I told her my last name, and then she was like,
Oh my
"Oh,
god.
Pasley." Huh. Apparently,
Is that how it's pronounced?
Pasley.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've been calling you
He
Drew
does Paisley.
That's
Yes. DeWitt does the same shit.
No, everybody calls me Paisley. It doesn't matter.
Not me.
But wait,
I'm never gonna
we
call you
both-
that again.
Thank you. But what happened is she dated my grandpa, the grandma of my thing. Dated him. Okay.
The grandma of your thing.
Rewind.
Yeah,
Sorry,
sorry.
this girl.
Had a little beer.
This
girl's
20-year-old girl dated your grandpa.
No.
That's
This
what it
girl's
sounds like.
Grandpa's
Right.
a baller.
That's
yeah.
what it sounded like.
It sounded like his
girl-
grandpa
this dude had a
also
flock.
owned KFC.
This dude had a flock.
This girl's grandma dated or knew my grandpa and had pictures with him, like cuddling up and shit, and like all this stuff. And I was like, oh,
album.
fuck, what? Am I dating some kind of? Is this weird? Like, this is weird. Like, I don't know if they actually is like a illegitimate situation, and I'm actually dating somebody a blood relative.
Mhm.
But so yeah, it can happen.
It's just weird to think that like you were in a situation where you actually had to think about that.
Mhm.
Like you
Right.
actually had to be
Like that's never been.
you actually had
that's
to be like, oh, like it was one of those like fucking Home Alone Kevin moments where you're like,
Yeah.
oh my
Oh.
god, Bud, your girlfriend, woof.
Well,
I mean, like,
you got me.
yeah, that's something that I would never
Yep.
experience because I know my cousins. Yeah, I'm gonna need a guy
Gotcha.
soon. I know my cousins so well that like
That's the thing. though.
there's never one that would be like out of
I
reach.
feel
I don't
like
think.
this is the stigma, like with the South. I think, like,
But I could.
it's
yeah,
coming.
I could
I've come
be
across
wrong.
this way too many times, and in the North though, I feel like people
Thank you.
know each other's last names a lot. Like that's a thing.
People
like
call each other by last names.
yes, like that was.
I learned that from you. I wouldn't call DeWitt unless
You
it
didn't
was
know that?
you.
Okay,
I call
so-
DeWitt. I call Brooks.
Neary,
Brooks.
Okay,
Neary.
so like this is the thing. Like I'm sure you grew up with the
Yeah.
same thing, but my parents were always like the something, like the last names of the
yeah,
kids.
yeah.
But I think that was a thing. Like you knew the people by their family name.
Yeah.
You didn't know them by their first name necessarily.
Yeah.
Like the Pasley brothers or some shit, right? You'd know them by like that. You wouldn't know them by like, oh, this is fucking Drew and this
Yeah.
guy and this guy and this guy. But I think that may be a northern thing.
We
I know
use a lot of
Northeast
last
thing.
names as like just names. Like
Yeah.
in high school, people just call me Morton.